this real quick. If you go to taharkabey7.com, and I'm gonna put the link in here, and hopefully the mods will do that. I haven't finished putting it together. I haven't finished putting the website together yet, but I will be promoting this because listen, family, the trial is expected to last 3 days, according to the judge who set the date. It's expected to last 3 days. I would prefer that you hit this here. Let me show you real quick before I get into the show. Hit this here. See this? Hit this here, and it's going to bring you to the All Superior Service tab. This is what I used for my business years ago, but I just never lost. I never took down the website, so I still use it. But this is the tab that it's going to go through. Listen, I know we're going to have some people on here to say, man, listen, man, you begging for donations. Let me tell you something, man. Any person that puts themselves on the line to share information with people and you consider it to be valuable, then there's no reason why you shouldn't support it. That's just what it is. Because I'm saying we support information to pay our cell phone bill. We support information to pay our cable bill. We support information to pay a lot of different technology so we can have our information. So, hey, at the end of the day, yeah, let's get busy. Let's get busy. So with that being said, family. All right, are you able to see me now? Check 1, 2. How about now? Check 1, 2. Can you press 7 if you can see me now? And I think I had to go live. Although it's not live anywhere else, I think I had to go live. Tell me if you can see me now. All right. You can see me now. All right. Good. So let me see how I'm going to start this off. All right, we good. Everybody in the building, y'all good? So let me go back to what I was saying. At the end of the day, I have over 2.5 years of information relative to this legal matter. All right? That's a lot of information. My wife tell me I should go back and try to be an attorney, but I don't think I'm that good. I'm working with a paralegal, a couple of them, and it is rather expensive because how drawn out this type of case can be. One of the things that I found out the hard way about getting an attorney is this is a defamation case. And in a defamation case, it's not like a car accident case where as though they have insurance and they have all of this backup cushion to pay for things that went wrong by their the people that they represent. With a defamation case, they want money up front. And when they get that money up front, they don't guarantee. You follow me? They don't guarantee that they're going to win the case. And that money up front could be $15,000 to $20,000 easy with no guarantee, because defamation is one of the harder legal things to prove. I mean, it's super, super hard. It's not a walk through the park. And every attorney that I talk to, the bottom line, every attorney that I talk to, you shouldn't get an echo. Every attorney that I talk to, they didn't want less than $15,000. And I wasn't comfortable with taking a chance. I don't have $15,000 to throw around unless I sell something or, you know what I mean, or get support. But I've been getting some support on this later end of the case. And so I've been on a payment plan, uh, getting a lot of work done for the last 2.5 years. But at the end of the day, it's expensive. Let's put it like that. You know what I mean? And every little bit counts. This case right here can really set a precedence. You know what I mean? I hope y'all will continue to support because this case can really set a precedence. And what I mean by that is when people think they have these big platforms and that they can just say anything they want about any and everybody, and then soon as somebody like myself decide to go toe to toe and video for video, and when you decide to stop, I keep on going, and then you want to cry foul, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. And not only do you cry foul, you come out with a lie. So I'm going to get started right off the break. I want to share with you right now, and I want to give you an update on the first. Let's get into the original case. The original case in California. The original case in California was filed. I'm going to give you a quick summary real quick. Let me screen share this for you. And if you can't hear if something comes up, because you're going to have to follow me because I'm telling a story real quick. I'm about to screen share this, I think. Okay. So the original case in California, let me see. Okay. I think that's this right here. Okay. I hope that y'all can see this. Let me see if I can. I want to see if I can stretch it a little bit. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So if you go to the bottom here, you'll see on the bottom. Hold up. No. Let's go all the way up here. They're right here. At the bottom where I filed the complaint, 21023. Can y'all see that? Because this is going to tell a story. Are y'all able to see that? At the bottom of it, it says that I filed the complaint. I'm going to blow it up a little bit more just in case you're on your cell phone. I don't want you to miss nothing. All right. That might do it. That might do it. All right. So, as you can see, anybody that have supported me in this endeavor, this is where the rubber meets the road, where transparency is paramount. Where I've never told a story about what I'm doing. In other words, I say tell a story because I tell my children don't say lie. There's no reason for me to manipulate the public. It just doesn't make sense. And so press 7 if y'all can see the screen share before I get started. But I'm going to go. It says on 2/10/23, I filed the complaint, just as I told everybody I would. So anybody made a contribution early on, I said I was going to file the lawsuit. And I said it in December. I never told anybody that I was going. I never told anybody when I was going to do it. I never told anybody. I had a whole year to do it. I never told anybody. So to file the complaint was a minimum of $2,500. That's to get it drawn up because it's a big packet that goes into filing the complaint. You know what I mean? The actual filing, I think, is $400. But to get it drawn up is like $2,500. And then, what comes with that filing on the 10th of February of 2023. So yeah, we're going on 2 years. Okay. It seemed like 2.5 years. But anyway, so the civil cover sheet that goes with it. Then I had to pay for the summons. You see what I'm saying? Now, then it says alternate dispute resolution packet that was filed by this clerk, whatever that was. First Amendment General Order mandatory electronic filed by the clerk. Voluntary efficient litigation stipulation packet filed by the clerk. And I think those are instructions, right? Notice the case assignment unlimited civil filed by the clerk. Order to show cause of failure to file proof of service filed by the clerk. And what that is, failure to file proof of service, what that is saying that, hold up, did the defendant get served? We don't have nothing that says that the defendant got served the court papers, when in fact, I don't know if it was slow going or whatever it was, but nevertheless, he did get served. And as you can see, order to show cause failure to file proof of service. They jumped the gun with that, looked like it. And then 3.7, it said notice of case management conference, and then proof of personal service filed. So I had to pay to have it served, and I did it twice to be sure. You follow me? So I had to pay 2 times. So I paid $320, 2023, and then made sure that Mr. Nasheed was served, and I did it twice. So I paid 2 servers to make sure he gets served. And that was 3/21/23. This is just my transparency mode. We about to get it going real fast. Don't worry about it. So 3/22/23, Tariq Nasheed, attorney, filed a motion to strike. I want you to understand what this is. Special, and I'm not going to go through it because, like I say, it's a thick packet of legal jargon, but you're going to see the outcome. So when Tariq Nasheed was talking about he beat me in court, I was actually winning on the other side. I want y'all to work with me. So, you know, if you rocking with me, press a 7. If you don't understand what I'm saying, press a 6, because I want to make sure it's clear. So a special motion to strike, right? Under the CCP section 425.16 anti-SLAPP motion filed by Tariq Nasheed, defendant, K-Flex Entertainment, defendant, Melanoid Nation. The anti-SLAPP motion is a motion that says, I am a reporter and I am only reporting on what is on the internet. So his claim with his attorney is that y'all need to throw this out because I'm only reporting what was on the internet, that he's a registered sex offender, which he is. That's how we came at the judge. Right? And so now I got to file again. Now the whole case stops. Now I got to get drawn up a response to defend this. So now we have a mini trial for the anti-SLAPP dismiss motion that he filed. So the original case stopped, and now we into this. So when you see 4/14/23, that's the minute order. The minute order is, it gives you a up to the minute legal checkpoint, or everything that happened in the case. It gives you everything, a bullet point, if you will, right? So the next thing is Tariq file a brief. And what that is that because he has an attorney and the attorney works for the court, the judge will say to the attorney, I need you to file a brief on what just happened, because lawyers are officers of the court. So that's why it says filed by Tariq Nasheed, his attorney. I'm not an attorney, so I don't have to file a brief. So they're going to go to the attorney to file a brief. If I had an attorney, they would say, they would pick an attorney. Either one of them will file the brief. But in this case, he has the attorney, so they have the attorney file the brief. So on 6/20/23, we get a notice of continuance of hearing order and special motion to strike. So we were supposed to go to court on the special motion And I had to file again another $2,500 to build a case and submit evidence. I had to get that all into the court for a mini trial. When it came time for it to happen, they changed it. So as you can see, it's 6/20/23 objection to defendant SLAPP motion to dismiss filed by Taharka Bey. In other words, my objection is a whole plethora of evidence to say no, this is not that. And so now I got to file my objection, which is pretty much a pleading to say that this is not so. That this guy is not a reporter. This is not that. This is truly slander. And this is why. And I have to prove that it's slander. Right? And so I got the notice of continuance and then the objection to defendant SLAPP motion to dismiss brief memorandum law filed by Taharka Bey. So all of this stuff I got to pay for. You know what I mean? Index to plaintiff exhibits in support of his objection. Let me see if I can get me a pointer in. That would be nice if I can get a pointer in here. Let me see. A highlight. That's good right there. Okay. Let's see. So this is what I have to pay for and file. You feel what I'm saying? So when people say all this stuff, man, this stuff is as expensive as ever. I mean, to even go this far with it, most people won't even go this far with it if you ain't. And I didn't. And at this time in 2023, I was winging it. You know what I mean? I was winging it on a payment plan, but I ultimately had the ability to pay off a lot of this now. You know what I mean? Thanks to help to special people from the Moorish World TV Citizens Group. But with that being said, so notice of continuance hearing. Make sure y'all see anything wrong, let me know. That y'all don't understand, let me know. So all of this here is what I had to get prepared and then submit to the courts. But they had to be prepared in a legal way. They can't, it's not mumbo jumbo. Like when people start talking that Moorish stuff, nah, there's rules to this legal stuff. It's very specific to, and you got to be specific to the rules. Long story short, notice of case reassignment in order for plaintiff to give notice filed by clerk. What that's saying is they reassigns the case. They give the case to another judge, right? Now, I'm learning this stuff as I go along. You know what I mean? Like people, the Moors know the law. Man. I'm working with two paralegals, and I'm doing a lot of footwork myself by piecing it all together. You know what I mean? And we're working together. But anyway, long story short, at this point, Tariq 8-4, 8-1, they reassigned the case to another judge. 8-4, Tariq attorneys quit. And I'm thinking, it's my assumption and my guess, because in that courtroom with the judge, it would seem that it would be in his best interest to settle. It would be in his best interest to settle. And I can't say whatever happened behind the scenes, but right after one of those hearings, 8-4, I don't know what hearing it was. Let me see. Index plaintiff exhibit support his objection. It might was that I might be off a little bit, but anyway, he switched attorneys. Substitution of attorney filed by Tariq Nasheed. He get rid of this. He get rid of the European attorney and he brings in an Arab guy, who's his attorney now. You know what I mean? And it's funny, you know, because hey, you supposed to get the best qualified, and I get it, you know, but Tariq has not had a FBA attorney. Not one of these times has he had. Let me rephrase that. He had one melanated lady, and she was only paid to file a paperwork, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But that was in Baltimore. But nevertheless, he in these real serious cases, he hasn't had a melanated attorney outside of, if you consider the Arab guy melanated. You know what I mean? Good guy, I would imagine. But nevertheless, it says case management statement filed by Tariq. Now, at this point, case management statement filed by Taharka Bey. Minute order, name of continuance on 9/5, minute order, ruling subject matter filed by clerk. So we went to court. We had a mini trial. You follow me? We had a mini trial on 9/5. We had a mini trial. Everything that I was highlighted is what was submitted. So we had a mini trial. It was me up against his attorney, and we just presented the evidence. And the judge gave a continuance for a case management conference. A continuance on the case and the case management conference. And he gave that for, if I'm not mistaken, it was for October. That was 9/5. On 9/21, if I'm not mistaken, the judge made a ruling and dismissed Tariq Nasheed claim for the anti-SLAPP motion. In other words, the judge sided with me that this is a case that is winnable, that this is a case that has legal merit. And so they threw out that motion. And now we began to get back on the right track of the original matter. So this was the ruling submitted on a minute order on 9/21. The certificate of service saying that they sent this to both parties. Certificate of mailing sent to both parties. Now, because that's the case, now that the judge have ruled on that mini trial for anti-SLAPP, now at this point, Tariq must answer the lawsuit. He files his answer to the lawsuit or responds to the lawsuit on 10/30/23. Y'all see how this drawn out? Real drawn out. 11/22/23, a minute order filed by the clerk. Notice of ruling. I think we went court for something else during that time. Not sure what it was. You follow me? I'm not sure exactly. Oh, I know what it was. I'm jumping around a little bit. What it was is the judge said, listen, you need to have a conference and hopefully y'all can come to some agreement. And I encourage that y'all come to some agreement of settlement. Obviously, that didn't happen. So the meeting was to be on 12/8, if I'm not mistaken. The next hearing was supposed to be on 6/4/24. All right? 6/4/24. And the judge, we went to court, if I'm not mistaken, and we went to court and we just talked. We couldn't come to an agreement. In fact, Mr. Nasheed was not budging. So there it is. Time to move on. So the judge gave a continuance and gave us the order for trial preparation for 7/18, trial preparation order, which gives you the parameters of what's expected and get your stuff in, all your evidence. So now, once again, I got to redo everything. It's like I'm starting from the beginning again, right? It's like I'm starting now. The notice of ruling was just given out last month. So long story short, now I'm in preparation for trial. Now, preparation for trial is I'm starting from scratch. Everything that I've used to get this case moving, I can still use. I just got to refile it. It got to be redone. So here we go, a couple more thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? And possibly more, because now I'm trying to leave no holes in my case when I present it. You see? And so where I'm at now is I'm in the preparation stage, and we go to court in January for trial. All right? Press 7 if y'all with me so far. That was short and sweet. That's the update on the slander. So far, Mr. Nasheed has not won not one iota of a legal battle as it relates to the slander thing. Press 7 if y'all with me, if y'all understand so far. I want to make sure. Not one iota has he won. Not one. But as you see, I've never bragged on the internet. In a second, we're going to get into the what was that? Here it is right here. We're going to get into the peace order. We're going to get into the peace order now. Let's get into the peace order. So once he lost that, I think his move was, not only is he losing from the legal standpoint, he's also losing money. This is allegedly. This is what I'm saying. I'm alleging that he's losing money now, because I'm covering everything that's going on as it relates to himself and FBA, and I'm suspecting that he's losing money. And the only way he can stop this train is to silence me. And so this is where Mr. Nasheed goes way to the left and file a peace order. Now, if you give me a second real quick, I hope y'all prepared for this and ready to chill for a second. I want to show you the difference between what a peace order is for first. Let me show you what a peace order is for. All right? Let me show you. And this is how they jam me up. And when people listen to Tariq, they only listen to half of the story. They're not getting the whole story. And I'm going to give you the whole story. All right? I'm going to give you the whole story. Hold up 1 second. I'm about to share. All right. Let me see if y'all can see this. All right. So this is for Maryland's peace order. All right. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. I want to make sure y'all can see it. Okay, this is for Maryland peace order. What is a peace order? It's a court order that requires another person to stay away and refrain from contacting you. Family, remember, this is about videos. Is it similar? Is it the same as a protective order? They are similar. The difference, protective orders apply if you are in a family-like sexual relationship or sexual assault has occurred. Peace orders apply to other relationships. Think neighbor, stranger, co-worker. If your relationship qualifies for a protective order, you may not seek a peace order. Can I get a peace order? It says. You may ask the court for a peace order if you have been subjected to abuse, harassment, stalking. This is why I use that term stalking, trespassing, or malicious destruction of property. Listen to this: abuse, harassment, stalking, trespass, or malicious destruction of property. Family, no, I ain't did none of these things. Other grounds include misuse of telephone, electronic communication. He tried to use this. Revenge porn or visual surveillance. Remember, if your relationship with the other person is family-like or sexual, you should get a protective order instead of a peace order. How do I get a peace order? Start by completing a petition, etc., etc., etc. I want you to remember this part here. Start by completing a petition, form DCP 001. You must also complete peace order addendum. Y'all know the word. Addendum. And peace order supplement. Find forms online, etc., etc., etc. I want you to remember that real quick. You must file for your petition within 30 days of the act you describe on the form. How do I keep my address private? When you file the documents to open the case, law enforcement must give copies of those papers, which includes your contact information, to the other person. If you are concerned about your safety because you close your address, you put at risk of harm, request withhold address. What happens, and remember that too, you got to remember that too, because I got some recordings coming up in a minute. What happens after I file my petition? Don't worry about that. Long story short, one thing I want to underscore with this, we can skip all this. One thing I want to underscore with this so you can understand is how they put me in the trick bag that I'm about to share with you in a minute. And then we're going to go into the recordings. Here we go. Y'all still with me? Because this is a big one. This shows you the trick bag. All right, let me screen share this. All right, here we go. Peace orders. Generally, a peace order is a form of legal protection for anyone who has experienced a problem with an individual, including someone in a dating relationship, a neighbor, stranger, or anyone else. A peace order enables an individual petitioner who wishes to be left alone to ask the court to order another person respondent to stay away and refrain from contacting you. This article is a step-by-step guide to help you to protect yourself. Who can get a peace order? You can only get a peace order against a person if you're not eligible for a protective order against a person. A protective order applies to specific situations, includes certain family members, people living, and we already read that, right? Go down some. You can only get a peace order if you are a resident or employee is a resident of Maryland. How did they grant him a peace order when he's not even a resident or citizen of Maryland, nor is he an employee of Maryland? Press 7 if you see that so far. This was bigger than what y'all think. They wasn't even supposed to hear the case. He's not a resident. They can't enforce anything in California. He's not a resident here. You can only get a peace order if you are a Maryland resident. Or if the act covered by the peace order law happened in Maryland. This is how the miscarriage of justice for a peace order. Why does it say Maryland residents? The reason why it says Maryland residents is because Maryland has jurisdiction in Maryland. Maryland does not have jurisdiction in California. If I was to do something in California, Maryland doesn't have jurisdiction to do anything. But they let it fly. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It's deeper than rap. And I'm glad that you support this stream because it's deeper than rap. So now let's go and listen to this recording. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. There we go.
Good morning, Your Honor. Scott Sedgwick on behalf of Mr. Tariq Nasheed. Am I right?
Good morning, Mr. Tariq. Good morning, counsel. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Okay, so this is you wanted to postpone today, so this is moot.
That is moot.
Okay. I'll indicate that. So we are here today, gentlemen, for the final peace order hearing, Tariq Nasheed versus Toronto Johnson. If you both will raise your right hand and be sworn.
Your Honor, if I may,
Go ahead.
as a preliminary matter, I have reason to believe that this hearing is being recorded based on things that were posted online.
This real quick. If you go to TaharkaBey7.com, and I'm going to put the link in here, and hopefully the mods will do that. I haven't finished putting it together. I haven't finished putting the website together yet, but I will be promoting this because listen, family, the trial is expected to last 3 days, according to the judge who set the date. It's expected to last 3 days. I would prefer that you hit this here. Let me show you real quick before I get into the show. Hit this here. See this? Hit this here, and it's going to bring you to the All Superior Service tab. This is what I used for my business years ago, but I just never took down the website, so I still use it. But this is the tab that it's going to go through. Listen, I know we're going to have some people on here to say, man, listen, man, you begging for donations. Let me tell you something, man. Any person that puts their self on the line to share information with people and you consider it to be valuable, then there's no reason why you shouldn't support it. That's just what it is. Because I'm saying we support information to pay our cell phone bill. We support information to pay our cable bill. We support information to pay a lot of different technology so we can have our information. So, hey, at the end of the day, let's get busy. Let's get busy. So with that being said, family.
By the respondent.
Let me stop right there. You see, watch how, family, I really want you to listen how they maneuver in this courtroom. Like I'm at the mercy of 3 against 1, if you will. And this is why it's so important to get an attorney now, and I know, you know what I mean? He claimed that, hold up, we got to make sure he don't have any recording because I think he's recording this. Family, we can go and buy the transcript. That's what you're listening to now. Why would I have to record something? I ain't got to record nothing. But that's an ignorant Tariq ploy to say, oh, let's make sure he's not recording. What you're listening to now is a legally acquired transcript. I got them from all my cases, which also costs money. But with that being said, let's let it rock.
I know that I am recording it. Where's your phone? It's off. Any other electronic devices?
No, ma'am.
On
This, no, ma'am.
Under oath. Let's get him under oath first.
No, ma'am.
Do you solemnly declare
See, if you hear it in my voice, I'm like, man, here we go. Here we go.
On abilities of perjury, and any responses given or statements made will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do. I do. It's Tariq Nasheed.
Toronto.
So, Mr. Johnson, there's belief that because of some social media posting that you are recording this proceeding today. Mr. Johnson, are you indeed recording this proceeding?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I see your cell phone on the table and your cell phone is off.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a wire on?
No, ma'am.
No, not
Nothing,
recording.
no recording device whatsoever.
Okay.
Hey, ain't that crazy how they doing me, man? Ain't that crazy? This guy, something's wrong with this. But anyway, but you see how this is starting off. You already see how it's starting off. The odds are against me.
So, but I am recording, so everyone could always get a copy of this one. All right, so your witness has been sworn. What is it that you want to present to me, counsel?
So family, Samuel Pryor, I did not record this. This is the legal transcript from the court, which I had to pay for to get. I got all my transcripts from every time I've ever went to court with Tariq Nasheed. And it's a part of my case. I have to pay for this stuff. I mean, this is the legal, this comes from the court. This is strictly from the court. I went to the court and I said, I would like the transcript for case number such and such and such and such. Then I went to the paper trail. I would like all the paperwork on this case. And you're going to find out about that in a minute. But I don't want this to drag out because this is about 20 minutes. So let it flow.
Your Honor, today we're just going forward on a peace order. Mr. Johnson has harassed or made I apologize, my words are failing me. Mr. Johnson has harassed Mr. Nasheed repeatedly for the past year, including going over to his home in California, going to his property.
Hold up, family. Did y'all hear what he just said? Did y'all hear what he just said? His attorney just lied under oath. He said, I went to his home.
Mr. Nasheed repeatedly for the past year, including going over to his home in California.
Now listen. Knowing I never went to this man's home, but when the judge hears that, oh, thank you, Samuel. But when the judge hears that, he put that in the judge's ear that I went to this man's house. He put this in this judge's mind. And this is a sister that I went to this man's house. Y'all hearing this, right?
Mr. Nasheed repeatedly for the past year, including going over to his home in California, going to his property, posting pictures of his children and a map of his neighborhood with his house circled online. Mr. Johnson has conducted himself in this way continuously with the most recent post regarding Mr. Nasheed being 2 days ago. Mr. Nasheed merely asks that this conduct cease, that he's no longer allowed to visit his property by law rather than by Mr. Nasheed's lack of consent, and also that he not contact or harass his.
Well, this, like you said, they like to believe anything Tariq say, but what you got to understand is that he's the first out the gate, and so they get to paint a picture, and now they're painting a picture that's making me look like the villain. I got to try. It's an uphill battle from here for me. They're gonna make me look like a villain when we're just vlogging. They're gonna make vlogging look like something is not. Listen,
Children and family.
What is the relationship between these two gentlemen?
Your Honor, if I may, there is none, from what we understand.
now listen to the evidence and how they disregard this. I don't know. His attorney, European fella, says there is no relationship. Like, there is none. So we know it's just vlogging.
Yeah, from the testimony made in the temporary protective order, there is no relationship between the two.
They don't know each other at all.
That is true. That is correct.
Have they ever had communication with each other before this filing of the peace order?
It is my understanding, Your Honor, that there is a pending California litigation between the two, but other than that, I do not believe so.
And the pending California litigation is in regards to what?
Mr. Nasheed.
It's 2 defamation cases.
Lie number 2. Notice how Mr. Nasheed jumps in and cuts his attorney off. They're painting a picture of me. Listen closely.
Litigation is in regards to what?
Mr. Nasheed.
It's 2 defamation cases. He has a defamation case against me. I have a defamation case against him.
Stop right there. Family, Tariq has no defamation case against me. Not at this time. He told a bold-faced lie. That's 2 lies. 1, they told the judge I went to his house. 2, he said that he has a defamation case against me. I have a defamation case against him. But they're painting this into the judge's mind before I can respond. By the time I respond, the case is most likely already decided.
I do not believe so.
And the pending California litigation is in regards to what?
Mr. Nasheed.
It's 2 defamation cases. He has a defamation case against me. I have a defamation case against him because the harassment was just going on so long, and I responded jokingly to him online, and that he ran and filed a defamation suit as a way of harassment, a frivolous suit. And our counsel is filing a defamation suit as well.
So they're
Now, here's the crazy thing. The judge had already decided that my lawsuit wasn't frivolous. But if you listen closely, he said I filed the suit as a way of harassment. It's a frivolous suit. Lie number 3.
It's 2 defamation cases. He has a defamation case against me. I have a defamation case against him because the harassment was just going on so long, and I responded jokingly to him online, and that he ran and filed a defamation suit as a way of harassment, a frivolous suit. And our counsel is filing a defamation suit as well.
So their relationship started with harassment.
Notice how he said there's 2 defamation. He has one against me. I have one against him. But then at the end, he said our counsel is filing a defamation suit as well. Y'all hearing all this? Press 7 if y'all hearing this. Family, you're going to know why he get to talk to the judge like this in a minute. You're going to know why. It slips out in a second.
Yes.
There was no business relationship, friendship, family relationship, nothing.
This person, for one day, for one reason that I don't know, started harassing me online out of the blue, and I asked him to stop, and it got to the point where he physically came to my property in Los Angeles to physically confront me, and we got into a physical altercation that terrified me and my family. He has images of my children.
See, when he said comes to the property, because as a lawyer, his lawyer had already said I came to his home. So now he's saying that he came to my property, and the judge is already drawing a picture in her mind that I came to his home. You see how they working this? They see how they working this?
Yeah.
Online. My children, they get on YouTube and they see this stuff. Mm-hmm. So they don't know what's going on. They're terrified. So I don't know what the motive is. He's just made it his life mission to terrorize me and harass me nonstop for no reason whatsoever.
How old are your children?
1, 7, 8, and 10.
Okay.
So you see the picture that they're painting. So when people wonder why I said I'm not going to make no videos until I address this thing properly, I already was up against the 8 ball. So I had to make sure that I follow the court order, even though it was unlawful. Let it play.
Anything else you want me to know, counsel?
Your Honor, if this was the trial, it would be, unless this is merely an opening statement to the court.
Okay.
Now listen, he said that's an opening statement. Now watch this.
Would you like to make an opening statement, Mr. Johnson?
Absolutely.
Now watch how they browbeat me with my opening statement. They call it testimony.
Let me paint the picture. So he's a blogger. He's been doing vlogs, if you will, on YouTube probably since 2010.
Okay.
And so he does commentary. And so I respond to commentary, not only that, but I mean, this social media era. So I respond to the commentary and one of the commentary that he talks about is this idea of foundational Black Americans, that Black Americans built this country and that the white supremacists stopping us from doing this and doing that. And so my commentary was, how do we go from Negro, African American, Black American, etc. And now here we go with another name. And this was my commentary. So he comes back with a video. This last year, he comes back with a video.
Okay, you sound like you're testifying.
No. What
This is still your opening.
You see how she cut me off? This is crazy, fam. This is crazy. I'm going to let it rock. This is crazy, though. Cut me right off with my opening statement.
Another name. And this was my commentary. So he comes back with a video. This last year, he comes back with a video.
Okay, you sound like you're testifying.
No.
This is still your opening?
I just want to give you a backdrop. Because you asked the question, do we know each other?
Yeah.
So this is how we know each other.
Through vlogging and comments.
Through vlogging, exactly. So what would happen is he would go on live and said that I was a registered sex offender. He had a fake piece of paper he put online and said, "You a registered sex offender?" I sent him a cease and desist. Please, I'm not a registered sex offender. You can check the Maryland State Registry. Long story short, I sent him a cease and desist. He went further and continued to do it. I go to California.
And then I explain.
I don't mean to interrupt, Your Honor, but this does seem like testimony.
It is testimony.
Excuse me, but
so you're not going to repeat this again. I'm not going to hear this again.
No.
How do a judge get to regulate my opening statement? And it's the same form in which his attorney did his opening statement. Now they double banking me.
I just want to clear up. When he said it was kind of testimony, so I just want to respond in my opening statement. So I go to He said I came to his house. Untrue. I go to California to file the defamation case.
Okay.
Well, while in California, it's a place called the Hidden History Museum. Mm-hmm. I'm at the Hidden History Museum across the street. He pulls up and swings on me. What are you doing at my place? He owns the Hidden History Museum. I'm nowhere near, I'm across the street. He swings on me. If I'm allowed to show you this video, and then he goes live and posts it. I just smacked the out of Taharka Bey, which is me. So this is where the interaction happens. So I'll leave the opening statement right there.
Okay.
And we can move
what is
forward.
you have a different screen name than what's...
Yeah, Taharka Bey.
Taharka what?
Taharka Bey, yes.
Taharka Bey.
Yes.
Okay.
She's playing a role right now. She's playing a role. The judge is actually doing whatever she was set out to do. This was all prearranged before I even came in the courtroom. This was all prearranged, family.
What testimony do you have?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Nasheed, can you describe to the court why we're here today?
We're here because of the harassment. He's just taken it upon himself to just make all of these comments and false accusations. I made some satirical comments about him, even rap parodies, just as a joke. I didn't take it that seriously at first when he says the whole registered offender thing. That was a cartoon parody thing that I did. Mm-hmm. I didn't know it was serious until this man showed up to physically assault me, and he has videos saying that he walked up on me when he saw me. He was digging in his waist like he was going to pull out a gun, and we got into a physical altercation, ma'am, at my property.
At your property, meaning your home?
No, the museum. I own
the hidden history.
Yeah, and it wasn't even open to the public yet.
Okay.
That wasn't even open. So he saying that he had to come out to my property because he was filing something with California. You could have filed that online. So he went out there
But the script says so they wanted the opening statement to be a statement, not a timeline, but they could have said that. But no, the thing is that once I finish, they suppose they say, is that your statement? Like the judge, in any court setting, the judge don't get to say this is testimony and not a statement. It has to be received as a statement. Even if it doesn't fit the criteria as a statement, it shouldn't be interrupted. It still should be accepted as a statement. It still should be accepted as a statement, even though I'm responding to what his attorney stated. You know what I mean? about the Hidden History Museum, about the da-da-da. He gave a sort of a timeline also, but I mean, the cards were stacked already anyway. I mean, and I was getting frustrated too.
The purpose of going out there to assault me, and he's been making these threats. He even made threats before he came out, saying that he was going to give me a beating. He was saying this online. So he has a history of this, and he has a history of violence, man. There's a long criminal history of violence with Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Nasheed.
Also, there's
Mr.
images
Johnson, you're just turning the phone on.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get to the video. I'm not.
Let me.
I give you my total word. I have no reason to be caught.
Okay.
Mr. Nasheed, do you recognize this document?
Yeah, there's a picture of me in a casket from his page.
And what
He's talking about the meme that I did for the Moorish World TV program where I said the end is near. It's a meme. All the memes he make, and he's telling her, listen to this.
when you say his page, what do you mean by that?
On his YouTube channel.
And is that a fair and
On his
accurate
YouTube
representation
channel.
of the video posted on that YouTube video?
Yes, it is.
And can you describe what's in that video?
There's a picture of me dead in a casket that he put on his page.
Your Honor, I would like to enter this into evidence as Petitioner's Exhibit 1.
Can you show it to him first?
Absolutely. I would love for her to see that too. It's a meme for a show.
It's a meme. Everybody knows it's a meme. You know what I'm saying? This guy, but listen, family, if you all do blogging, if you all do anything on social media, don't be shy to clip little clips and share it.
And it's a metaphor.
Mr. Nasheed, do you recognize this document?
Yes, it's my children and my wife.
And what is it?
It's an image on his page, just showing images of my children.
Family, that's the same image that was shown on what I did on the show the other night on that blog talking about his family history. Same image. He's a public figure, for goodness sake.
Tariq Nasheed, sick grifting, you may be missed.
And when you say his page again, you mean?
On his YouTube channel.
And one more time for the court, what is represented in that picture?
Me, my wife, and my small children.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of the video posted on the YouTube channel?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, Petitioner's Exhibit 2.
Yes.
Y'all hear this?
My concern is from what he's saying. He's said several times that he's never going to stop coming after me. He's not going to stop until I'm out of here. He's going to keep on posting images of me.
And Tariq Nasheed knows when we say you're out here, we're talking about having some significance and relevance in our community. But and the judge know that too. Listen to what she said.
Possibly coming to my property. He's come to events that I've had out here in the DMV area, causing trouble. So he's never going to stop unless we have a peace order to stop him from doing that.
And Mr. Nasheed,
notice I don't get to talk, so the cards are stacked now.
in regards to the event when he showed up to your property, can you describe to the court what happened that day?
I pulled up to go to work at my property, and he's standing there in front, and then he yells at me. Then I get out of the car, and he's yelling, "Come here, come here." Then he walks up on me, digging in his...
I'm glad that he's saying this because this is under oath. This is under oath. And you're going to know why I say this in a minute after this video is over.
waist balling his fist. I push him away from me. I have video footage from my security camera showing my arms are down, and I'm yelling at him, "Get away from me. Don't come around here. Get away from me." He's swinging, and I'm swinging back. He ended up going home and leaving and going to the airport and coming
Y'all
back
hear
here.
this? Family, this is good for me because this is under oath. This is under oath. This is great for me. This is under oath. This can be used in the court of law. This is under oath. This is great.
Then I get out of the car, and he's yelling, "Come here, come here." Then he walks up on me, digging in his waist, balling his fist. I push him away from me. I have video footage from my security camera showing my arms are down, and I'm yelling at him, "Get away from me. Don't come around here. Get away from me." He's swinging, and I'm swinging back.
Somebody need to clip that one right there. Somebody need to clip that one. Let me rewind this so somebody can clip this and put this up on Twitter. Somebody send this to Moochie.
And Mr. Nasheed, in regards to the event when he showed up to your property, Can you describe to the court what happened that day?
I pulled up to go to work at my property, and he's standing there in front, and then he yells at me. Then I get out of the car, and he's yelling, "Come here, come here." Then he walks up on me, digging in his waist, balling his fist. I push him away from me. I have video footage from my security camera showing my arms are down, and I'm yelling at him, "Get away from me, don't come around here, get away from me." He's swinging, and I'm swinging back. He ended up going home and leaving, and going to the airport and coming back here. That terrified me and the family, and I've had to have security at my location. I have security wherever I go now because I don't know if this guy's going to show up again.
Family, come on, man. Come on, man. This ain't the same Tariq Nasheed that y'all see on Twitter cussing everybody out. This ain't. Press 7 if y'all still with me. Did y'all fall asleep yet? Family. Okay, we're halfway through, family. Is this, family, are you enjoying this stream? I ain't even saying nothing pretty much right now. I'm letting it speak for itself. Family, press 7 if you can appreciate this stream. Most people didn't know about this stuff going on. I got to hold this stuff in. I have to hold this stuff in. And again, it's more information that I'm giving, but I'm giving just enough because remember, I got open court coming up. I got open court coming up, and I'm gonna watch, family. We halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through. But when you see what I got coming up, then you'll understand why I just keep my peace. Let him say he beat me, that his lawyers did this, that his lawyers, let him do all that. It's all right with me.
And I've done nothing to this person. It's one thing if this was an employee or some kind of colleague or somebody I did business with. I just don't know what to do about a person I've never really interacted with harassing me and showing up to physically harm me. I don't know what to do about it.
And Mr. Nasheed, did you need personal security before this conduct from Mr. Johnson began occurring?
In some events, I would use personal security because I'm a lecturer and I'm a filmmaker. I've created a lot of documentary films, but not to this extent where I have security almost 5 days a week at this point.
And that is...
Y'all hear this, man? Man, oh man.
Different than what it was before.
Way, absolutely different. Yes, indeed.
And Mr. Nasheed, do you have any events coming up soon that are in danger based on Mr. Johnson's conduct?
Yes, indeed. We have an event coming up in Washington, D.C. in a few months, and 100% he's going to show up causing some kind of trouble, so I don't want that to happen.
And has he done something like that in the past?
Absolutely, he has.
And can you describe that incident?
We had an event in 2022, a rally for reparations in Washington, D.C., and he showed up getting into altercations and antagonizing people.
He said, I got into altercations. It's number 4 lie under oath.
There and arguing with the security there, so he's a problem, Your Honor.
And Mr. Nasheed, can you describe to the court what you meant when you said you made a satirical comment?
At first, a lot of people say stuff online. People just say stuff. And, we joke around and just joke it off. And
when you say we?
People online. A lot of times people say stuff on YouTube. They say something crazy. You say something crazy.
Family, at this point, the deck is stacked against me. I accepted it. It's stacked against me at this point.
Crazy back, haha, joke. But when this guy starts showing up places, then I see that this guy is serious about what he will say he will do.
And Mr. Nasheed, just for clarity of the court, when was the last time Mr. Johnson posted about you?
A couple of days ago.
And that was where?
On his YouTube channel.
Your Honor,
So this is how much he watches my YouTube channel. He studies my YouTube channel.
Okay.
So
Mr. Johnson, you've heard what Mr. Nasheed has testified to.
Now, at this point, I know that the deck is stacked against me. What can I say? It is what it is.
What do you want to tell me in response to that?
That's a lot. Let me work backwards, if I may. So, as a matter of fact, I'll work forward from where he started. So what has happened is I have created a series on a conversation. Mr. Nasheed does the same videos that he's claiming that I do. He does them on Roland Martin. I mean, he has just a plethora. He's done them on me. He's done them on you. I don't know if you know these names. Yvette Carnell. He just a plethora of videos. The difference is with me is I went toe to toe with him. Other people, a blogger named Michi X, I mean, he just, go to his channel, it's just everywhere. So the long story short is that I went toe to toe with him, but I went toe to toe with him with more wittier memes. If you look at the item number 6, he had the Frankenstein mask on with a fez on. That's representation of me, Taharka Bey or more. There's a bunch of videos on his channel, which I didn't bring today, but there's a bunch of videos on his channel of him he has a whole cartoon series about me, saying that I beat women, that I rob people. So what happened about this, me going to his property, I'll show it to you.
You gotta show it to.
So the thing is, I don't want to put too much out because some of this stuff I'll be using in the upcoming trial, but I got as much as I can so I can paint the picture.
Counsel first.
I'll show it to you. This is, let me see if I can. Hold up. This is went viral. It's millions and millions of views. Let me see.
And basically what I'm trying to establish is that he's the aggressor and that he's baiting and switching. But they already got their mind made up. Let me let it play.
Up hairline on this bitch nigga.
Listen.
That's him. Look at this. This is his video. Hold up. No. I don't want you to touch my phone, sir. No.
His attorney reached out and tried to grab my phone in the courtroom. Listen one more time. This is how aggressive this attorney was. European attorney. Listen closely to the video. I mean to the
first. I'll show it to you. This is. Let me see if I can. This is went viral. It's millions and millions of views. Let me see. Up hairline on this bitch nigga. That's him. Look at this. This is his video. Hold up. No. I don't want you to touch my phone, sir. Please.
No, wait.
No.
He wants to object.
I can pause it.
Pause it.
Pause it.
The judge just gave her card up when she said he wants to object. Then he screamed objection. You don't reach and grab someone's phone, which she told me to play the video. Wait, he wants to object. That ain't how a courtroom is ran. Y'all hear this? Family, the deck was already stacked against me.
This is went viral. It's millions and millions of views. Let me see. Up hairline on this bitch nigga. That's him. Look at this. This is his video. Hold up. No. I don't want you to touch my phone, sir. Please.
No, wait.
No.
He wants to object.
I can pause it. I can pause it. Let him object. Okay. You can object.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, this is about a incident that happened a year ago, whereas we're trying to show a period of conduct. Putting this in the evidence is irrelevant for the 30 days of the peace order.
Yeah. So the only thing that I will see, because you've gone beyond the 30 days of the peace order with regards to the incident at the Hidden History Museum.
For the record, that was to show repetition of conduct.
Repetition of conduct. But if there is a video of what happened
let me break down what's being done. With a peace order, you're only able to represent what has happened within a 30-day period. He was able to go beyond the 30-day period, but when I respond to what he said, even in my opening statement, beyond the 30-day period, they called it, I'm making testimony. And Cryptonomics mentioned that, like, they wanted a statement and not a timeline. But in their opening statement, they also gave a timeline that I chose to address. In the case, in reality, it's a 30-day window that the evidence is supposed to cover. So the courtroom is all out of whack. It's all out of whack. But I got to address information that is deeper into the 30 days. Y'all understand? So the deck is stacked against me. So now I'm chasing prior to the 30 days. It's insane. And the thing is, now listen, I could have said that don't mean nothing, and just stuck within the framework of 30 days, right? But that information was already put out there. So now I'm trying to put out the truth to counter the information that should not even been put into evidence. The deck is stacked against me.
The Hidden History Museum, I will see that because you opened the door to that.
Understood.
Okay?
And so-
when was this video taken?
This video was taken in February when I went to file the defamation suit. But
Is that in front of the Hidden History Museum?
It's across the street from the Hidden History.
Okay, where you guys met up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the video that you're hearing is one of the videos where he has like you've seen all of those videos he have of me making a film. This is one of the ones where he's making.
One second, is that the officer's jacket?
That's mine, Your Honor.
Okay.
This is just one. And I just want you to hear. This is the type of viciousness that. Can you not interrupt me, sir?
One second, because he can object.
I understand, but I just want to finish.
Finish your statement.
His attorney keep cutting me off, reaching across the aisle trying to grab my phone. I've never seen nothing like this. Like he literally was like, and the judge like, oh, he wants to object. No, he's trying to grab my phone. He literally touched my phone one time. The deck is stacked.
I just want to finish a sentence.
I'm just worried you're going to tap play before I object. That's all.
Okay, come on. You
Go ahead.
He says, I'm worried you're going to tap play before I object, when the judge tells me to play the video anyway. The judge actually told me to turn my phone on and find the video.
One second, because he can object.
I understand, but I just want to finish a sentence.
Finish your statement.
Unbelievable.
I just want to finish a sentence.
I'm just worried you're going to tap play before I object. That's all.
Okay, come on. You
Go
can
ahead.
object.
No, I would like you to finish. I just didn't want you to play.
Okay, sir. Thank
You had your finger on the
You don't
button.
want me to play?
Not yet. He has another objection.
Okay, come on. I'm sorry.
Well, the objection is that
Y'all see how crazy this is? This is crazy. This is crazy.
that's not the video of the incident.
No, I'm going to show that. But I want to lay out the premise that he has the exact video behavior, if you will. I just don't have it on paper. I have it right here.
Which
Okay.
is from a year ago, and it's not of the incident.
So what I want to see is the incident at the hidden, I want to call it the wrong thing, Hidden History Museum.
Your Honor, if I may, he just showed 6 pieces of paper of me making videos. I can go down the line and show you right now, without paper and live and living color, of his videos to compare to
About
the 6
you.
about me. Now, I don't have to show them, but I will show the most important one. And the most important one is the one where he say I walked up on
It
him.
is
So
still
let's show
a
that.
year old,
Let's
Your
show
Honor.
that.
Well, some of these are 10 months old.
And that, Your Honor, is to show conduct. It's
Yeah.
to show
Your Honor,
that
Y'all see how they cutting me off? This is insane.
conduct will continue.
So here's the thing. Here's the problem. You in this court, Mr. Johnson, have not filed a peace order against him.
Absolutely. I just want to
Right?
defend
He's
myself.
filed a peace order against you. So defending yourself by saying, well, he did it too.
No. That is just no. Listen.
It doesn't
I'm
work.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's just the backdrop to show you that this is not one side.
So she's trying to interpret me saying, well, he did it, so I'm doing it. When in fact, I start off and say, let me give you the background of the story. Let me give you the outline of the story. And she's interpreting that as, he did it, so I'm doing it. I don't even get to really conclude my testimony.
Right.
That's
And,
the-
and
now I wanna
I
show
am
you the
here's the
video.
thing, I'm accepting that testimony from you because I understand how vlogging works, comments, YouTube channels, all those things, and I've probably watched some of y'all's, stuff. But
There it is.
Mr. Johnson have not filed a peace order against him.
Absolutely. I just want to
Right?
defend
He's
myself.
filed a peace order against you. So defending yourself by saying, well, he did it too.
No. That is just no. Listen.
It doesn't
I'm
work.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's just the backdrop to show you that this is not one side.
This is crazy.
Right.
That's
and
now I want to show you the
Listen to what she says, family. And I want you to press 7 after she say it. Listen.
Here's the thing. I'm accepting that testimony from you because I understand how vlogging works, comments, YouTube channels, all those things. And I've probably watched some of y'all's, stuff. But
I probably watched some of y'all stuff. She already chose sides from the beginning. There is no, I probably watched some of y'all. So how do you probably watch something? That's disingenuous from a lawyer, judge perspective. How do you probably watch some stuff? You know, if you watch a Tariq Nasheed and a Taharka Bey, you know that. You know you watched it. So the deck is stacked against me. The deck is stacked against me, family. This is why that peace order was able to happen.
Taharka Bey just came up here.
This is why the peace order was able to happen. Press 7. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what she said? I probably watched y'all stuff.
Backs up. He's steady talking. He backs up. I backs up.
So at the end of the day, I want to get that out the way real quick.
this guy's saying.
Physically responds, but it doesn't look as if he responded with a punch or with offense whatsoever. This was in Los Angeles near the Hidden History Museum.
Is the museum across the street?
across the street, totally across the street.
That's what he confronted me when I parked my car.
No, you got out your car.
Don't talk to each other.
Yes, ma'am. You got out your car.
Man, I learned so much from this. When I go to court this time, I'm going to be so calm. I'm going to be so methodical. I'm going to be so right and exact and presenting this evidence. I've learned so much from this. I'm telling you, family, I've learned so much from this, but this was definitely rigged up.
Okay.
Now listen to this.
It's too much.
Your
It's
Honor,
too much.
may I? What's
It's too
happening is
much.
this case is about me doing videos and hurting his bottom line from getting donations.
Your Honor, if Mr. Johnson
That's
would
my
like to testify,
assessment.
I would like to have my client testify more as well.
That's fine.
So
I'm done.
what else do you
I'm
want to tell me? Because he gets last word. What else does Mr. Nasheed want to
This
tell me?
case is really about...
Not you, Mr. Johnson. He gets last
I thought you said anything I
Not
wanted to say.
you.
Okay, yes,
I know
ma'am.
you said it's about his bottom line.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Well, Your
Go
Honor,
ahead.
it's not a back and forth, Your Honor. I don't mention him. I don't talk about him. I don't post his family. I've never posted his wife or his children nor his address. All of that is not true.
He didn't post my address. He posted my family. He posted anything he could with the registered sex offender stuff. That man is crazy.
As you see, has posted my address, my children. They're afraid, Your Honor, and we don't know what this man will do. He's very erratic. I don't know if he's going to show up again. If I do an event out here, is he going to show up again? So I just don't want him around me, Your Honor. This is not just back and forth talking. This guy will show up somewhere, and I don't want that type of confrontation.
So if it's a rally, if you are hosting a rally, I can't keep him from a rally.
I understand that.
If it's an event that's indoor and,
The crazy thing is just playing a fool by halves at this point, because if the rally is in D.C., she doesn't have jurisdiction. Maryland don't have jurisdiction in D.C. Period.
he has to stay a certain amount of feet away from you, something like that. But
But I do book signings a lot. I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a vlogger. That's a false testimony.
You're not a vlogger.
Yes, I'm a filmmaker. I do documentary films.
Okay.
So I'm always making appearances all over the place.
Okay.
And I make a lot of appearances out here. I do a lot of stuff in Baltimore. Love the city here.
Yeah.
And again, I just don't want him showing up trying to harm me. My family wants to come out here to the DMV area. I don't want them to be in danger. They wanted to come out here recently, and I wouldn't let them come out here because of this case. So I don't want to have that kind of fear leaning over me and my family around. I just don't want them around me.
And that's how the peace order was done. That's how. And the judge ruled in his favor. You follow me? Unbelievable. The judge ruled in his favor. After all that. But guess what she ruled in? That I can't go to his house. Let me let it play.
Okay. I hear you.
Listen to the empathy.
Love the city here.
Yeah.
And again, I just don't want him showing up trying to harm me. My family wants to come out here to the DMV area. I don't want them to be in danger. They wanted to come out here recently, and I wouldn't let them come out here because of this case. So I don't want to have that kind of fear leaning over me and my family around. I just don't want them around me.
Okay. I hear you.
That is the connection. Okay. I hear you. Did y'all catch that? Let me let it play one more time.
Be in danger. They wanted to come out here recently, and I wouldn't let them come out here because of this case. So I don't want to have that kind of fear leaning over me and my family around. I just don't want them around me.
Okay. I hear you. This was.
Did y'all catch that? Press 7 if y'all catch that. I hear you. And then he says, this real quick. If you go to TaharkaBey7.com, and I'm going to put the link in here, and hopefully the mods will do that. I haven't finished putting it together. I haven't finished putting the website together yet, but I will be promoting this because listen, family, the trial is expected to last 3 days, according to the judge who set the date. It's expected to last 3 days. I would prefer that you hit this here. Let me show you real quick before I get into the show. Hit this here. See this? Hit this here, and it's going to bring you to the All Superior Service tab. This is what I used for my business years ago, but I just never lost. I never took down the website, so I still use it. But this is the tab that is going to go through. Listen, I know we're going to have some people on here to say, man, listen, man, you begging for donations. Let me tell you something, man. Any person that puts themselves on the line to share information with people and you consider it to be valuable, then there's no reason why you shouldn't support it. That's just what it is. Because I'm saying we support information to pay our cell phone bill. We support information to pay our cable bill. We support information to pay a lot of different technology so we can have our information. So, hey, at the end of the day, let's get busy. Let's get busy. So with that being said, family, I want y'all to hear closely. That's the connection.
Showing up, trying to harm me. My family wants to come out here to the DMV area. I don't want them to be in danger. They wanted to come out here recently, and I wouldn't let them come out here because of this case. So I don't want to have that kind of fear leaning over me and my family around. I just don't want them around me.
Okay. I hear you. This is what's going to happen.
So, let me see that. Did I cut it?
You shall not commit any of those harassment, stalking, trespass.
Harassing, stalking, trespass. I've never committed any of those in the first place.
Against the petitioner or any other illegal acts, okay? You shall not contact him in person, by telephone, in writing, or by any other means. That means social media or attempt.
Oh, no, the judge know what happened, too. The judge know what happened. This supposed to happen this way.
To contact him. Now, what is the definition of contact? That means reaching out. That means trying to communicate with. That means going on social media and sending him a message, right? That's contact. You shall not be anywhere near his residence. And that's his residence in California. That's the only residence you have, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what she said? That I cannot go to his residence in California. So she took the bait and believed that I went to that man's house. Listen, fam.
And that's his residence in California. That means reaching out. That means trying to communicate with. That means going on social media and sending him a message, right? That's contact. You shall not be anywhere near his residence. And that's his residence in California.
Ain't that crazy? I've never been near that man's residence. But remember, in the opening commentary, he said I came to his house.
That's the only residence you have, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me put that address.
And Your Honor, we requested in the temporary hearing that be restricted, or the address information be restricted from the public.
Oh, that it be shielded?
Yes, please.
Oh, was that granted?
Yeah, well, for the temporary it was, and I would bring that up.
They want to shield the address.
Again.
Oh, family's about to get hot.
Let me do that. Because I don't see that it's shielded.
All right, that's it for that. Let's keep it moving. So that was the temporary. Did everybody understand what happened in the temporary peace order? I followed with the peace order because I knew the deck was stacked against me, and I felt as though that if I did anything out of order, that they're gonna do what they gotta do, what they was trying to do in the first place. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I figured that they was gonna do what they had to do in the first place. So I had to leave it alone. I had to fall back. I had to be smart. You know what I'm saying? I had to fall back and just be smart about it. Like, man, they trying to come for me, and it seems like a team. It seems like a whole team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do need an attorney. Absolutely. But I need an attorney so I can carry on what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily for the defamation case. I need attorney for when people file this frivolous case and they have attorney and they coming in lying. That's what I need an attorney for. I need an attorney like that. Hey, make no mistake about it. Anybody that wants to make contributions, you can make a contribution to let me see, to the Cash App. You can make a contribution if you feel the need to. You can make a contribution to the you can send a money order, whatever, to the P.O. box. I mean, whatever I'll get all that information in a minute. We have a good friend in here. I won't say a name, and she has really made some tremendous assistance to help me to pay some of this off. You know what I mean? But it's still going. And I feel guilty to even get another dime from sis or anybody like a friend named Mint M. Nugent and Cryptonomics and all of y'all. Like I have a brother that gives like $7 a week. You know, matter of fact, I should have gave him the link. But anyway, or every time I go live, he give like $7. People like that is very important because you do have people that give a more large amount. Not many, and I will say, let me keep it a whole stack. It's not many that really know how serious this is, and it's not many that know how much of a financial burden this is on myself, my family, et cetera, and then to continue to go on and doing these research videos. But so yeah, you're welcome to support in any way that you're able to. I got about 3-4 months. Let me see. I got about 4 months before trial, and I'm still paying to prepare the case. Like I say, I got to start from scratch once again. So it is what it is. But anyway, let me get to it. Let me get through it, family. I hope y'all enjoying this so far. But what I want to share with you right now is once the peace order was in place, and I'll skip over that. I'll file the appeal, and that was a kangaroo court of sorts. But what would happen is Tariq Nasheed will go and try to get the court to send me to jail for violating the peace order. On 2/14, that happened in December maybe. On 2/14, he would file this and said, I'm posting pictures on my YouTube channel, which in reality, the peace order did not cover all of that. You know what I mean? Not in that one. As recently as February 19th, and he asked the judge to send me to jail. to take me from my family and to send me to jail. Mind you, this is the same guy. Mind you, this is the same guy that posts pictures about Roland Martin. This is the same guy that go on tirades about Michi X. This is the same guy. This is the same guy that do video after video after video after video, always about somebody. But he wrote the judge and tried to get the judge to send me to jail. However, the judge denied it. And I'm suspecting now that that denial is sort of predicated upon, it got to be jurisdiction. The case has no jurisdiction. I'm not guilty, but say if I was guilty of sin, the case has no jurisdiction in Maryland. It has no jurisdiction in Maryland. It shouldn't have never took place. And these attorneys know it. But the judge let it flow through. All right, so let's move on to the next step. So in getting the, I didn't understand why it felt like a kangaroo court. Family, this is the part. Press 7 if y'all still with me. It's about to turn up a little bit, and then we're going to lower the lights. I didn't understand, family. I didn't understand why I wasn't being heard. I didn't understand how this bogus arguments could just be so lopsided. How when the attorney would reach out to me to grab my phone and the judge would say he's trying to object, knowing he was trying to grab my phone. I didn't understand why it was so lopsided. So at the end of the day, let me share one thing with you. Let me set this up real quick. At the end of the day, I was like blown away. I've been in my younger days, I've been to court before. I mean, I've been to court quite a few times, so I understand the court process. Make no mistake about it. You follow what I'm saying? But none of it made any sense, even though you might say, like, yeah, you should have a lawyer, Grand Sheik could have a lawyer. And you're right. You're absolutely right. But nevertheless, sometimes logic does reign. You follow what I'm saying? Sometimes, just not this time. So when one files a peace order, this is the thing that they send to the court to file a peace order, right? And in this peace order, I notice that it's against me to protect himself and his minor children. Not Peanut, not his wife, not mama-in-law. It's for himself and his minor children. That kind of stuck out to me after the fact. Like, hold up. It's not to protect his wife? If you're getting a peace order, wouldn't it make sense to protect the whole household? But he uses the children. But you don't see no wife. You don't see to protect my wife. And that kind of boggled me. And you're going to know where I'm going at with this in a minute. And this is what they claim: harassment, stalking, trespass, which none of that was proven. None of that was proven. None of it. I was on a public street. That's not trespass. I went to there to file defamation case. You interpret that as stalking. To blog about a museum that's supposed to be $1 million, that means anybody that do blogging, vlogging, or telling news, they're stalkers. and then harassment, I guess that must be indicative of a video. But whatever the case may be, let's let it be what it is. And then it's a line right here to see attachment. Now, this is what I want you to pay close attention to. When he filed this was the only document that I received. Y'all ready? It's going to be a drum roll moment in a minute. This was the only document I received. The cover sheet. And then it was a few sheets behind it. When I say the only document I seen, the attachment that was behind it was, I'm about to show it to you. Family, it's almost a drummer boy moment now. Press 7, let me know that you're watching. This is the moment you've been waiting for. It said see attachment, and then it had these on it. Plaintiff Tariq Nasheed, by and through his attorney, Abigail Beechler, Esquire, and law office of James E. Crawford Associates, seeking a peace order for Taharka Bey, defendant for himself. And this is what came on the back end. Hold up. My bad. This what came on the back end. Those was the attachments. That's all that I seen. But I refuse to believe that was it. So I'm like, what are they keeping from me? And so what I did was, I went and got the transcript, and I went to the court and I said, I need every document associated with this case. I said, I need every document associated with this case because I feel as though it was a kangaroo court. Even the appeal process was a kangaroo court. I feel it because I appealed it, but you know what I mean? If the decision remained the same, and I just want to get to the good part real quick. I feel as though that it was a kangaroo court. So I said, I need all the documents. And I'm not going to get into the appeal case because it'll take another hour to break that down. But it's basically the same kangaroo court type situation. Anyway, when I went and got all the documents, that's where the rubber meets the road. Let me, if you will, start off with here we go. When I went and get all the documents, hold up, I want to make sure that I don't put the addresses up here. When I went and got all the documents, listen to this. This was something that I did not see, and I'm about to share with you right now. I did not know this. I was unaware of this. I was unaware of this here. The plaintiff, Tariq Nasheed, by and through his attorney, this is what we read on that first page. And I got this page, right? But I didn't get the other numbered pages. So, what number was that for? Let's get to number 5. I didn't get these pages. I thought it was only 4 items on it. Family, I thought it was only 4 items on that document until I went for discovery after the fact. It was more on the document. The defendant has harassed the plaintiff and plaintiff minor children. I never knew that. I never knew that this was filed with the court. Family, press 7 if you can hear me. I never had this part of the document. I got this from discovery, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Stick with me. Defendant has harassed the plaintiff and the plaintiff minor children. Family, we know that's not true. We know that's not true. He named his children, but he never named his wife. The defendant, you see how he's using his children as pawns? He's throwing his children in front of the bullet. I've never said anything about this man's children. Never. The defendant has followed the plaintiff in or about multiple public places with the intent to harass, alarm, or annoy the plaintiff. Not true. The defendant had followed the plaintiff to Washington, D.C. with intent to harass, alarm, and annoy the plaintiff. That was a rally event. The defendant followed the plaintiff to his residence in California. Did y'all see that? Press 7 if you see this. I didn't see this stuff before. I got this out of Discovery. Why was they hiding this from me? I never received this. But we ain't done yet, family. This is a tragedy that this system is moving like this. This is a tragedy. Travesty. Defendant followed the plaintiff to his residence in California. But remember, this is all under oath, so it's going to work out for me. It's going to work out for me. The defendant has maliciously engaged in a course of conduct that alarms or seriously annoys the plaintiff. The defendant has posted online video depicting the plaintiff in the casket. The defendant has posted the home address of the plaintiff and his minor children. The defendant has posted online disparaging videos, a map of the neighborhood of which the plaintiff and his minor children live. The defendant has posted video depicting pictures of the plaintiff minor children. Y'all see this? All right. What number was that? Family. Let me tell you, this is a vicious man. This is a vicious man right here. So y'all ready? Get the screenshot ready. The defendant have stalked the plaintiff. Criminal code. The defendant engaged in previous conduct that led to assault of the plaintiff. He claimed that I assaulted him, bro. On February 9th, 2023, defendant followed plaintiff to his course of business where he assaulted and battered the plaintiff. You see these lies? 19. The plaintiff filed and recorded the incident through a complaint to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. There it is. The plaintiff filed and recorded the incident through a complaint to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. There it is. That's not me saying it. That's not me saying it. The same way that we see Major go to the FBI, the same way we seen what his name? Sinetta called the FBI. This is how they do their reporting. You can't tell me no more that this is not legitimately concrete evidence of who this guy is. Listen. Let me tell you what this is all about, the way that I understand it. When you are in those circles, I would imagine that you have some form of accountability to those circles. You can't run around saying that you smacked people. This is a way to clean up before it comes all out. But it's too late. He put out the video. This is a way, this is justification to the FBI. This is why he says the defendant followed the plaintiff in the course of business where he assaulted and battered the plaintiff. Because there is a connection with the FBI allegedly, and that connection with the FBI will not stand when you're assaulting people. This is why he flipped it and say, I assaulted him. The defendant engaged in previous conduct that led to an assault of the plaintiff. He's saying that my conduct led to somebody assaulting him. He's saying that I assaulted him. And then he recorded to the FBI. That makes sense. That makes sense if you want to cover yourself with these agencies. What makes a person say, now let me call the FBI? Now let me, what? That doesn't even make sense. You've never seen this before. In a million years, you have never seen a regular individual makes these type of crazy, outlandish moves to call and file and record an incident with the FBI? That don't even make sense. Finally, press 7 if you hear me. So do you understand the fight that I'm up against? Don't nobody go to the feds for YouTube videos and for don't nobody do that. Where they do that at? This is why the feds has been watching me. This is why the feds was at the building. This is why my phone been tracked. This is why my phone has been hacked. This is why my phone is a walking tracker. Now, that's not slander. That is a court document. And why did he file it with the court? Why were not privy to that? I got that document through discovery. After everything was over. I got that document through discovery. And I'm discovering to see what he filed with the feds. That's public information too. What did he tell the feds? I'm telling you, family, if I can paint this picture in the most clear way, it's my opinion that he's working with the feds and have been for quite some time. It's my opinion. It's not a fact. There is a fact that he reported me to the feds. And this incident is out of control in being in the circle with the FBI. For whatever capacity that he's in that circle, whether it's informant, associate, or actual officer, this document that's filed is to justify what the videos display. This is why it's so important that I beat this case. That's why it's so important that I beat this lawsuit. Because this lawsuit will ultimately snowball to other things coming out. There is no reason for a person on YouTube to be calling the feds for anything relative to this conversation. It doesn't make sense. Now it makes sense why the feds always at his house. Why he always talking about the feds come up to him. This is clear. This is clear. There should be no more doubt at this point. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I'm going to stop right there. Let me wrap this up just a little bit more. So, family, we went through the initial slander case. We went through the protective order. We got one more case. what I did was I filed another lawsuit in the United States District Court. So I have two lawsuits. I have the lawsuit on the state level of California, court date in January. I have a lawsuit on the federal level that's going through the courts now. And in that lawsuit, all of this stuff costs money. In that lawsuit, I filed Mr. Nasheed and his attorney tried to get it dismissed. And for the sake of time, he failed again. The reason for dismissal, let me blow this up just a little bit. The reason he tried to get it dismissed, let me share this with you. Family. Let me see. Is that it? No. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is recent. Taharka Bey, this is a whole nother case. This is a case in the United States District Court of Maryland. This is not what you think. Pending before court, defendant Tariq Nasheed motion to dismiss. This motion is ripe for deposition and no hearing is necessary. See local da-da-da-da-da-da. Here they go. This action involves alleged assault and defamation by Tariq Nasheed against self-represented plaintiff Taharka Bey. Bey is a resident of Maryland. Nasheed is a resident of California. Bey owns and operates a YouTube channel called Moorish World TV. Bey posted multiple videos to his YouTube channel making allegations against Nasheed. In response, Nasheed posted a video in his own YouTube channel about Bey. Following this video, Bey traveled to California and recorded a video of Nasheed's workplace. Nasheed then confronted Bey and allegedly struck him. Afterwards, Nasheed posted a video on YouTube of the incident. Bey filed his complaint in the court on February 2nd, 2024. Liably construing his complaint, Bey appears to make claims for assault and defamation. See complaint 2 and 3. Nasheed filed the instant motion to dismiss for failure to state claim in improper venue. Let me tell you what that means. His attorney filed claim that I filed it in Maryland, right? Saying that's not the proper venue to file this case. Secondly, he's saying that I failure to state claim. State claim means the damages. That's not true. That's not true. Because the damages is stated for $250,000, right? Anyway, because we've been here for a little while now. Anyway, I'm going to drop on down and show you what the judge says. This is what the judge would ultimately say in this case. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me just go down. Analysis. I'm going to just go down to them. Oh, so listen, I had to respond back. So the proper venue, Tariq claimed that next move to dismiss Bey claims for improper venue in a civil action. Venue is proper in either a jurisdiction, the district in which the defendant resides, if the defendant are residents of the state in which the district is located, or judicial judicial district in which substantial part of the evidence or admission given to the court claims occurred. And so in this instant, I'm right here. In this instant, Bey contends that the District Court of Maryland is the proper venue. So basically, I'm all up into I'm back into filing this stuff, spending money. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for Starlight. Thank you for anybody who support. Thank you, Cryptonomics. Thank you, all of y'all, for purchasing this live stream as an update and any cash apps that you did, because this stuff does get expensive. I'm telling you. And then not to mention I got the Billy Carson case going on too. But anyway, in the instant, Bey contends that the district court is the proper venue. So I have to pay to construct the case to file in the district court. Then I got to file it in the district court. Then he filed a motion to dismiss. Then I got to construct my response to his dismiss. You know what I mean? So all of this stuff, man, this ain't no walk in the park. Let me tell you, this is why people don't sue that can't afford it. You have to be able to afford to sue. Ain't that crazy? Bey contends that the District Court of Maryland is the proper venue, opting in defendant motion to dismiss. Specifically, Bey appears to argue that Maryland is the proper venue because he is a resident of Maryland, because Nasheed filed a restraining order against him. What I said is that Tariq Nasheed, he used Maryland to file a peace order, which should allow Maryland to be jurisdiction to file anything against him at that point. He put himself in this jurisdiction. Though the court have no jurisdiction on a local level, on a federal level, the court should have jurisdiction. Y'all understand what I'm saying? On a local level, Maryland don't have jurisdiction over him. You know what I'm saying? But on a national level, on a federal level, that you should be able to file in any federal court. Do you know what I mean? But hey, first venue is not proper. First venue is not proper under Maryland 2, and indicated provides that civil action be brought in the judicial district where the defendant resides. If all defendants resides in the state in which the district is located, it is undisputed that Nasheed is the only defendant in the case and resides in California, not Maryland. Secondly, check this out, though. This is how, you know what I mean? The judge decided that the venue wasn't proper. So let me go on down and get to the point, though. Let me get to the point. I want to get to the bottom line. Here we go. Though the venue for the claim is improper, the court declines to dismiss the claim and instead chooses to transfer it to the proper venue. Although the motion by one of the parties is ordinarily required to transfer, the district court may consider the possibility of transfer sua sponte, Fuller versus Brock. Section 1404 provides that the transfer of a civil action to any other district where it might have been brought. Fourth District has established 4 factors to consider in deciding the motion to transfer under. The weight, listen to this now, the weight accorded by plaintiff's choice of venue. So they considered why I filed there. Did I file there just because, or did I file there because it had some legal standing or appeared to have some legal standing? Witnesses, convenient access, conveniences of the parties, the interest of justice. And then they give the case what's name. Here, Bey choice of its venue is given little weight because, as shown above, it is improper under 20. Additionally, any witness in the events giving rise to the action other than Bey would most likely be located in California. I accept that, where the events issue took place. Further, the convenience of the party factor supports transfer would only shift the balance of inconvenience from the defendant to the plaintiff. And Bey has already demonstrated he can travel to California. That's why we need to get this money right, because I got to stay in California. Anyway, the factor includes the court's familiarity with the applicable law, because the alleged tort took place in California, which makes sense to me, will govern Bey's claims. Federal courts in California are more familiar with and have more experience applying California law. These factors all weigh in favor of transfer, according to the assault and defamation claims, will be transferred to California court. So anyway, he went to try to get it dismissed, but they end up transferring it to California. For the foregoing reason, Nasheed motion to dismiss denied, insofar as it seeks dismissal of the complaint for improper venue or lack of subject matter jurisdiction. The court orders that this matter be transferred to United States District Court for the Central District of California. It will be up to the court to decide the motion to dismiss pertaining to failure to state claim. The court shall mail copy of. So here we go. In other words, Maryland denied, press 7, y'all still with me? Maryland denied failure to state claim. They denied any motion to dismiss, and they transferred to California. So now we're back at the starting. And one of the things in there, because of the evidence is, so the evidence is there. So in stating my case, I sent in digital evidence. I sent in physical evidence, I sent in physical evidence. I had to send in the videos. I sent in blogs. I sent in everything, and let me tell you something. It's crazy that this court stuff is serious business, because you got to be sending this stuff in the way that they ask for it. You know what I mean? You just can't send it in any old kind of way. You know what I mean? You got to send it in the way that they ask for it. Lastly, one of the last things that happened is, give me 1 second. One of the last things that happened is Tariq tried to bring the Maryland attorney to California, right? And this is very recent. He tried to bring the Maryland attorney to California. And now the judge, this is the last thing I'm going to share with you. The judge, man, we might have to do an after party on this tomorrow. The judge, on August the 12th, the United States Court for the District of Maryland ordered this action to be transferred to United Court of Central District of California. And he must respond to the complaint. Hold up. What I'm trying to show you here is that he tried to bring his Maryland attorney to California. And the judge told his attorney, you can't practice law in California unless you submit the proper paperwork. And to this day, I haven't received any notice that he has submitted any paperwork relative to him representing Tariq Nasheed in California. And the paperwork would have to be in by Monday. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. The paperwork would have to be in by Monday. I'm checking now. And as of now, maybe it's going to be filed Monday, but it'd have to be filed by Monday, or Tariq Nasheed would have to get, as a matter of fact, I'll give you this from offline. Trying to find it. He have to get a California attorney. And this is the thing, though. In a nutshell, hold up. Is this it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, here we go. I got it. I hope y'all enjoy this, man. I'll be giving my all with this, man. I'll be giving my all. You know what I mean? I hope y'all really think that your $20 contribution has been well spent, not just for the stream, but just to support in this fight. You know what I mean? I really do hope so, man. I don't believe in grifting. I take all gifts, but I don't do no grifts. You know what I mean? Anyway, it said, the above referenced case has been transferred to this district and assigned to above civil case number. The initials after the number indicate the case assigned to Judge Odif D. Wright II. The initials are a part of the, anyway, it said, please make sure that you are familiar with the compliance of the local rules district court. Enclosed our Form G64 application for non-residence attorney, which must be completed and returned as soon as possible in order that you be allowed to participate in this action. The fee for this is $500 per non-resident attorney seeking to appear in this case. Please remember, so this was sent to me, but it was actually for Tariq Nasheed, because he's trying to bring his attorney from Maryland into California. So now, and listen, FBA have lost a lot of money in this legal matter. I know what I had to put out, and I haven't even had an attorney. So I can only imagine what he had to put out for these big law firms. These was big law. These are big, these are big law firms. These are not little law firms. He done had 4 of them. These are not little law firms. These are big law firms. Big law firms. So I know what I had to put out and still have to put out. So, family, it's 11:30 on the East Coast. Please tell me you appreciated this. If you want a refund, let me know. Please tell me you appreciated this. Somebody leave a comment before I get out of here. Did you appreciate this presentation? Now remember, I got plenty of information, but I got 3 open cases, civil cases. I got the Billy and I got 2 with Tariq. You know what I mean? Let me read this. Any comments, Grand Sheik? I know Tariq wishes you would disappear. Your research skills are extraordinary, and Tariq knows that. I imagine the case is wearing him down and forcing him to spend much money. Then the 2 Hispanic doctors, academic doctors, Colin and Conzo, had Amazon temporarily take his videos down. As a result, it's my understanding that the video microphone check is not doing well. Lastly, he all of a sudden pop up on Vlad podcast. Now he and Vlad are cool because Vlad pays him. That's it. Vlad pays him. He pays his people. I mean, outstanding blessings and lessons. You are a blessing, and Tariq has his lessons on the way. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Richie Scranton, man, appreciate you. Another pair of eyes when I don't see nothing. Man, let me say I really appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all. Listen, family, this is, and I don't want to keep saying that because I don't want you to think I'm grifting. But this is an expensive fight, but it's a worthy cause. It's a worthy cause. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a worthy cause. Do you know what I mean? Like next week, I'll be sending in my case. Hopefully, I'll have everything in order. And that's what it is. Everything, very eye-opening, informative, especially the FBI revelation. Thank you. I'm going to screenshot that. Hey, Corey, did you get your refund yet? I finally was able to get the refund for you. One person is missing the refund, but I finally was able to get the refund. I know I gave you a refund, so once you get it, I guess you can reimburse or however that works. I got everybody their refund from that website except one person. Very informative. Thank you. And I thank you, Sister Starlight. It's a worthy cause. Best wishes for your success. Thank you. Thank you so much. And as you know, you are a great supporter of the Moorish World TV family, and each and every one of y'all. I don't know the P.O. box. If you send a personal check, you can send it to Toronto Johnson Bay, Toronto Johnson. Hold up. Here is the P.O. box. You can send it to Toronto Johnson Bay. I don't want to mess it up. I know it's 26670. Hold up. All right, yeah, 26670. Baltimore, Maryland. To Starlight, though. Starlight, she be looking out she look out for the cookout. 21207. I still got a little ways to go. So yeah. That's it right there. Yeah, 2667. P.O. Box. 70. And that's Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, like I said, Maryland. Yeah, this thing is expensive. I ain't gonna front with you. I ain't gonna sit up here and talk, but man, it ain't nothing. Shoot. This stuff, man. I mean, to even just to get a case started, it's a minimum of 2,500. And then if you got to address a motion to dismiss like the slap, that's another 2,500. And that's not even to talk about. And that's I'm talking about that's putting it together on every level. I mean, that I'm talking about that's the evidence. That's the it's more it's not small, what they call it, small case. Let me see if Crip want to come in and give some comments. It's not small claims, if you will. It's not small claims where you pay $25 and you show up and you just like a Judge Mathis demonstration. Hey, Crip, I got you in the building. Are you there? It's not like that. It's like it's dramatic. It's super, super dramatic. You know what I mean? I don't know if Crip in the chat or if he right here on stage with me. I want some commentary from Crip though. Where you at? Well, yeah, I just hit your link. You join me over here on this side. Anybody else want to? Anybody else want to join me for a quick comment before I shut down? You know what I mean? Yeah. And let me tell you, I'm very gracious to all of those who definitely financially support. You know, a lot of people got savings, a lot of people got hard-earned money, a lot of people, you know, are in every struggle just like we are. You know, like many of us, man, we work, take care of our families, man, and we just make it happen with what we got, you know. So, you know, anybody that makes a contribution, you know, man, you are definitely appreciated, man. This ain't something like most people just say forget this stuff, man. Forget it. You know, I was called a registered sex offender. I literally had people asking me, was it true? You know what I mean? I wonder if he keeps bringing up his children and say you're actually going after his children. Yeah, well, that was the thing, to put it in the judge's head that his children may have been in harm. But you know, he never mentioned his wife. You there, Crip?
Yes. Yo,
Crip,
what's up, man?
Crip, what you think? What you think about
Hey,
it,
you
bro?
laid it down. I like that, man. You laid that down.
Now, what I didn't want to do though, because now there's more recordings, and we probably have a few spies in here. And so there is more damaging recordings, but I don't want to show the full hand. But what I could show, what I'm gonna give you the floor. What you think?
hey, I mean, you laid it out real good, man. And I mean, there's not a lot to say because as they say, seeing is believing, but also hearing is believing. I mean, we sitting there listening right to the judge. We sitting there listening to the lawyer. He trying to grab your phone, and I mean, it just it has all the essence of being biased from that judge when they was
Yeah.
doing that peace order. But at the same time, man, you've been saying Tariq them people. He over there running to the FBI. He running to the FBI, bro, for
That bro,
YouTube vids.
that
Man,
don't even make sense, bro. And if
man,
someone try to justify that, you already know that they hook, line, and sinker drowning. Hook, line, and sinker drown. You
yeah,
can't justify that, man. Nobody
yeah.
does that. You know what I mean? And then right before them lines, he claimed that I assaulted him. That
Man.
don't even make sense.
Yeah,
And Corey Washington say not including his wife was weird.
to leave out of this. Yeah, she know. Yeah, his wife probably know a whole bunch what's going on. Yeah, but it,
Ab-
but at the same time, it's like what he say. Your Yahara says, I wonder if he keeps bringing up his children to say you actually. I be noticing in his videos he be using his kids like on
Yeah,
that.
he used them as a shield. He used them as a shield.
Yeah, yeah,
You
he
know,
be using them in there, and the fact that he put them in there on a commercial, he could then say, well, he's going after me, or somebody's going, anybody really is going after me. I got my kids online and da 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 da. You know, that's
right.
real lame. This guy's he's not so tough like what he claimed to be
Man,
online.
did you hear them recordings, man, where he sound like a kitty cat?
Right.
He sound like a real kitten. He
Hiding.
he
Hiding.
sound like I don't know, my family and this. Like, bro, nobody worrying about you and your family. I'm making videos to critique the misinformation and the disinformation and the grift.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
mean,
you doing?
you exposed a lot. You didn't even just expose Tariq, man. You exposed the court systems too.
Bro,
Man.
and it ain't done yet because if I do another one and talk about how the appeal went, that was crazy too. That
Oh
was
man.
that was twice as crazy too. I just didn't have time for that. But we do know, I think that the initial one really explains how the deck was stacked. So I think that was good enough. You know what I mean?
Hey, I enjoyed it, man. I hope everybody else did too, but that's eye opening right there. That's
Man.
eye opening.
Well, man, I
The
definitely appreciate
paperwork,
it.
the transcripts. I'm at a loss for words, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was a lot, but I enjoyed it. I
That's
enjoyed it thoroughly.
man, I can appreciate that, man. And I'm gonna upload this clip right here, man. Here's a lot
Yeah,
because it was, and you know what, Crip. When I so I kind of leave this stuff alone until it's time to deal with it, if you will. So now I'm putting together the case to present to a jury, right? I'm in and out all of these little doors of information, right? And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, man, I missed that. And even putting this presentation together for the Moorish World TV citizens, I'm like, whoa, I missed that. I done seen stuff that I missed. I'm like, whoa, this is insane.
the
Yeah,
feds is watching. The feds is watching. Informants plotting to get me. Hey, that
bro.
song hit differently now, man.
Bro, man,
Oh,
I need to shoot a video about that. But I appreciate you, Crip. I'm going to
yes,
get me
sir.
something to eat. Man, I thank everybody who supported and that continues to support. I just hope that you can have the stamina and walk it all the way to the door with me and see what the result will be. We know that the deck is stacked against me, but hey, we done seen stranger things happen in these court systems. So maybe something stranger happened in this case and we can walk away with the W, which we should, because all the evidence point to that I am in the right and he's in the wrong. Period.
Yeah, you got him, bro. You got him. Peace.
My man. Peace. All right, family. Um, family, thank you again for joining me. So we will be live tomorrow night, family. Continue to leave. Family, Samuel Price said, how you feeling? I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling wonderful, man. I'm feeling really good. Um, that bout of COVID that I was up against, I thought I'm feeling good, and then next thing you know, I'm tired, and then so I'm back on an even keel now. I'm drinking I'm drinking, I'm actually drinking kombucha with elderberry. So I got a half a kombucha and half a elderberry. My wife, she produces elderberry syrup from the plants that she grow. A lot of stuff that we use, we have to grow. You know what I mean? We ain't got that silver spoon demonstration. Nah, the best stuff that you can have is the stuff that you grow. But thanks for asking. I'm feeling really, really good. And I'm gonna try to stay that way. I think when I go into crowds now and I'm gonna wear a mask, I'm gonna look soft and look crazy. I'm gonna wear a mask. I don't believe that they work per se, but I know every time I'm around big crowds, I'm always getting, I must got a pure system because soon as I get around big crowds, man, seem like something touched me. It seemed like something touched me. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this mask thing whenever I'm around crowds. Because when I was doing a video at my old neighborhood, that was when it hit me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here, my eyes red, my nose dripping, and I'm wiping, and I'm like, man, something kicking in. I was doing a live. So from here on out, if I'm ever going around crowds, I'm wearing a mask. I mean, I'm wearing a mask. I don't care what nobody say, because I'm always, I remember when I first got COVID, I was at an Orioles game. Somebody has blessed me and my wife with some tickets, and we went to watch the Orioles, and that was when that was the first COVID, and that thing laid me down. So yeah, I appreciate y'all, family. I see y'all tomorrow night for the fresh new live stream. I may put a little bit of this up, but man, I'm glad that y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad. Ariana Berry works get to. I'm okay. I'm looking forward. I never heard of that. I'm gonna look for that. Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, fam, thank you for your support. I can't say it enough. And I see y'all tomorrow night on Moorish World TV. Peace and love, family. This real quick. If you go to TaharkaBey7.com, and I'm gonna put the link in here, and hopefully the mods will do that. I haven't finished putting it together. I haven't finished putting the website together yet, but I will be promoting this because listen, family, the trial is expected to last 3 days, according to the judge who set the date. It's expected to last 3 days. I would prefer that you hit this here. Let me show you real quick before I get into the show. Hit this here. See this? Hit this here, and it's going to bring you to the All Superior Service tab. This is what I used for my business years ago, but I just never lost. I never took down the website, so I still use it. But this is the tab that is going to go through. Listen, I know we're going to have some people on here to say, man, listen, man, you begging for donations. Let me tell you something, man. Any person that puts their stuff on the line to share information with people and you consider it to be valuable, then there's no reason why you shouldn't support it. That's just what it is. Because I'm saying we support information to pay our cell phone bill. We support information to pay our cable bill. We support information to pay a lot of different technology so we can have our information. So, hey, at the end of the day, yeah, let's get busy. So with that being said, fam,